Okay, now we are recording. So now we are doing a toolbox. Okay, then we're gonna go next. So before because I didn't include this in the recording, we are choosing a toolbox here, and we're choosing a process routing and records. Okay, then if you go forward, you're gonna go to product name. Product name is still simple. It's a toolbox. Okay, next, and then these are the locations you've received. Receive stores. I think this is share, and then I see punch. I see press. I see, I don't know press what, but I see a roller roll form. Then I see spot welding. Then I see assemble. I see clean. Okay, this is not that visible. Let me get a bigger picture somewhere here. Okay, this is still a press. This is a form. Okay, spot world and clean paint booth. Yeah, that's paint. That's paint. After paint, we have oven to auto dry the paint, obviously, and then we have a package. And we have warehouse. So who can tell me, Jorge, they do see these steps or kids are that thing? Kids are these are exactly for steps required to do a, what do you call this? These are steps required to do a toolbox. You can see like these are the station actually. These are the exact stations. So the whole book really talks about that those things. You must know that. It talks about those things. All right. Then from there, you say next. You don't do anything like you normally do. That the way I showed you guys last time. You don't do anything. You just come here. So obviously the product we're dealing with is Toolbox. Obviously, Toolbox. So it starts from where? From the first station. The first station I said is it's receiving, then it must go to stores. Do you see that? Then it's still Toolbox. But they here, this can slightly change according to my understanding. It can be raw material. Yeah. Raw material. And then okay, from stores, it goes to share. Okay, that's still raw material. Okay, and then from share, it goes to punch. Okay, then I can still say still raw material. Okay, And then after being punched, we agreed that it needs to go back again to from punch, it must go back to shear so that we can create a backtrack, a deliberate one. And then after that, it goes maybe to a press, from shear to press. Okay, from material. I don't know what is it called after you pressed it. Maybe it can be steel plates now. Steel plates. From there, from here, it definitely have to go to roll form. Steel plate goes to roll. Oh, from press to roll. Okay, and then we have the steel plates. Steel plates. We now go from roll form. They now flatten it. They go to assembly area, roll form to welding actually. Spot weld. From spot weld, it goes to assemble. Now obviously this is now becoming a toolbox. As soon as you start to assemble it, you're now gonna have a toolbox. From assemble to paint. No, this is still not. Oh, okay, it's still not. Yeah, still plate actually. Why the assemble? You this one is confusing. You can't. You must paint it while it's still plate. It's a bit confusing, this one. Okay, it's just the plate. You paint the sides after welding. Okay, and then after steel plate, we paint. You still painting the steel plates available on a chance. Assemble to paint. Then paint to oven. Then we can just create another backtrack if there are mistakes. You didn't paint properly, you must remove the paint finger, and then you must do it again. You must paint it again. From oven, you must go back to paint just to fix the mistakes. And then from there, you must go to packaging now. So that we leave the packaging, that's where you assemble it again. Package. So that's from oven to package. Then from package to warehouse. Now that's when it becomes a full product. Toolbox. Then toolbox. From package to where? To warehouse. From warehouse to shipping. Complete now. Complete good product. Complete So say packaged. Package product, warehouse to shipping. Right, from here, say next. We don't have any distance involved. So because they say if closeness is undesirable, then specify minimum distance. You don't need any distance here. Okay, and then you generate these things. You click on your toolbox there nicely. And to make life easy, click on your this insert graphic. I clicked on set background, insert graphics. Let's go look for that picture. It's under libraries, under pictures, and what? Enlarge for visibility. Toolbox there. All right. Maybe 40. Right. Okay. Where do we start? We started receiving. Place receiving where it must go. Okay. There's your receiving. From there, where do we go? Stores. Stores. Stand there. And then from stores, share. From share, punch. From punch, from there you must go back, but I know it's gonna edit as soon as I go forward. It's a this you should do press. So it does show there was a backtrack there. That's why it comes then. Yeah. Somebody is able to do AMA lines. I don't know how they do the lines. I'm unable to do lines, but you could change the thickness of the line thickness, yes. This arrow there shows that this thing did go back. Press. Okay. One doesn't want to go through. Let's go for spot weld. Then let's go for okay spot weld. Spot weld comes there, and then you go for assemble. Assemble. Then go to this one. Paint. 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 Then after paint, let's go to oven. After oven, you must go to packaging. After packaging, you must go to warehouse. And then after warehousing, you must go to shipping. Right, this is interesting now. Let's go to roll form now. Let's put roll form Nazo. Spot weld and assembly. Why there's no connection there? This one is done. Okay, let's go to process routing. So you just analyze package to that, paint to oven, assemble to paint. Okay, here there's a problem. From the roll to spot weld, from the spot weld to assemble, from assemble to weld, then from the spot weld to spot weld to paint, from paint is to oven, from oven I'll just leave that backtrack I had planned. As for from oven is to package, from oven to package, from package is to warehouse, packaged goods, packed goods. To this one is for warehouse again, from warehouse to shipping. Then this should fix itself. That's that. Just come on, dude. Perfect. What did I do here? Shipping and receiving, they cannot link again. What did I do? Warehouse to shipping. From there you wait. Okay, let's wait. Correct. Number one. Okay. No, but what does this one do here? Did I ever put receiving to stores? Where's to shipping? Where package to warehouse? It's making a mistake. This thing. This is not supposed to be here. Receiving to shipping. I don't know why is it for there. But nevertheless, this is what you do. Okay, roll form. How do you go to there? You then drag it nicely here. Then you say, okay. So you see now it's traveling nicely. and then spot weld. So there's a rework here. You must show it nicely by dragging this on the side like that. Continue, and then from there like that, just to show what really transpired. So this is a backtrack that maybe you would wish to rectify. As you can see, from there to assembly to back, and then just like that. And then this one might not be seated properly. You can just, because you don't want to cross walls, you can just do it like this. So it's very important that you don't step onto the walls. So as you can see, I try to perfect it so that it travels without breaking any walls. Even here, we don't step on any walls. And then this one is we created a backtrack. So backtrack, you can see it by doing this. So you can see that you did go back and you did come forward, then you went back, then you went there, you went there, you went there, and you went back. Those are your backtracking. Another thing that I didn't do, okay, nevertheless, from here now, you generate a report. Generate report, open a Word document. Let's see, create report, yeah, and then Word. I'm opening Word on the other side. We have less than 8 minutes to go. So I hope this thing will just finish. So this one now, this is for your original layout. We created a flow layout, and you can see there we have the distance traveled and things like that. So when you do the improved layout after your activity relationship, you will then be required to, uh, how can I put it? You will be required to maybe do another one to show if the distance improves or not. Because remember, here's the distance that you're traveling, 156, 158, and then high effectiveness is 95%. Okay, so now what I would suggest that people do is number one, okay, this is fine, it has been generated. Number one, the information, okay, I'm happy now, man. What do you want from me? Yes, this is a no, this is the table that you've generated. Uh, okay, these are the sections, but this doesn't look like it's complete. And I believe on your site it's gonna come up complete. Copy. You go to your Word. You can paste it as a photo, paste it in as anything you want. Okay, it doesn't allow photo. Okay, it means it didn't copy. Let's go back again. Copy. Here we have alternatives. I prefer a picture. Okay, but this is just as the report. It can't come first. What needs to come first is, okay, I can just take this one also before this thing shuts down. Screen grab. This one comes before your results. Comes here. And then from there we have the report again here. This one. Take a snapshot of this. You must be take it in a broader aspect, and then So this is rule sheet for original material flow, and this is the layout plus the route flow analysis. It's more like a string diagram, and we've seen already here we have a double movement here. So if maybe you'd want to improve it when you do the improved layout, and then there's these are my results. There are results here. It shows you the distance that has been traveled. Shows you the distance that has been traveled. Okay, so obviously this is for your initial. You can't do this for even the improved one. Remember, before improved layout, what is it? The first thing first you would do, you would do the activity relationship, which is in this case is it's here on the subjectivity there. You'd be dealing with subjectivity. You'll be dealing with subjectivity, and it will give you clues on how your plant should be improved, because you are saying that uh, you want this section to be next to that one, this one to be next to this one, and then after that you draw according to the dimensionless diagram that you'll generate. You draw based on its recommendations. You make suggestions yourself, or you think that uh, this one it qualifies, maybe a certain, the oven qualifies next to be paint, next to paint, therefore there's a close relationship between the two. You say it's absolutely necessary. Then when you redraw your layout, the paint and oven must be next to each other. But again, activity relationship diagram, you must know that it includes also the toilets, the parking lot, and things like that. Over here is just the fabrication of the this thing, and then the warehouse. The bigger picture. You guys, in your case, I think you would be doing this layout. Let me see if it's there. You do the bigger layout with everything involved in that plant, including offices and things like that. An example would be this one. They have all the sections that are involved, and they have employer parking. I think they have offices here involved. And you see, this is on a bigger scale now, but you must show everything. Then this is what you're going to improve now once you're done. Improving the plant with all the offices and things like that. This is for this is for the flow of material. It zoom out a certain station, stay or stations, without in the inclusion of without the inclusion of the offices and the likes. The offices, maybe they might be part of somewhere here, but you're not including them. You are zooming into the spaces are the plant layout, the heart of the work. Now, where is the money coming from? The production layout. You stick to it. Then from there, obviously, you would draw you would focus to the closeness relationships of the entire plant, where you're trying to bring closer different departments to one another. Then you redraw it nicely, and then after that, you maybe you might run this thing again and see how will it affect, how would your layout appear. All right, that I think the 40 minutes is gone, and yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so I mean, like we have to create two things like the current one, the improved one for flow analysis. Then again, we have to create two things for activity leadership code and dimensionless.
You can, I no, my friend, it dimensionless.